Before we begin, thank you very much to Ryan G for joining the Patreon campaign. Thank you very much for the support. The Patreon is a fantastic way of helping out the channel, helping me continue doing this every single day for you guys. Always appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much for allowing me to continue to be this toy-based goofball that you are allowing me to be. So it is Monday. It is time for a news roundup, catching up on everything that happened in the world of Transformers last week and a little bit of what happened today, because that's just kind of how the recording schedule goes. Because stuff always drops on Monday and I don't want to sit on it for a week. But we're going to start with a first look at a completely 100% painted Lio Kaiser from Haslab. This is the first one off of the actual production line. The kind of thing that you would send to Hasbro for like a final approval thing. So first images of it, and yeah, everything is looking beautiful. Everything is looking great on this. You can see all the mold upgrades that they have done, all those little fixes, like there's nothing hanging below their armpit to obstruct their arms. Yeah, we've seen where they've taken an effort to clean it up based on the original prototype, taking a little bit of fan feedback into account and just noticing things themselves that they figured out how to hash out, which is great to see. It's great to see they went through the effort. Lio Kaiser still looks fantastic. Like, I don't know what else to say, really. Like, he looks amazing. I'm still not really happy that Kill Bison here has such a weak looking tank mode, because it's literally just this leg but with guns on top. But I can't argue the combined mode. Like, the silhouette it's casting hits this very anime style shape to it. That's very rare. We don't get that in Transformers very often, much less in a transforming and combining set of toys. This is impressive. Like, what they've managed to pull off with this combiner, I think, is really, really cool. Like, leagues above what they are currently doing with combiners in Transformers. Like, it's that impressive to me. Yep, there's all 7. I'm so looking forward to this. You can also see you can also see all the partner, the breast master, the breast force. Inappropriate thing you want to call them. You can see all of them mounted on Death Cobra as well. Amusing. It's hilarious looking, but at least they found a spot for everyone to tuck away. Yeah, like, this set is just looking really, really impressive. I wish it wasn't group shots. I wish we got to see everybody, but this is just preliminary photo. Let's see. I mentioned something about this. We'll have a few more updates soon, as our first EP1 model is on the way. So this is probably something the factory sent them once the whole thing was done. We are going to get a full photo gallery once Hasbro has the final production one in hand. I'm really excited for that. This has been really, really cool to follow. And no, I don't think they're going to have a repeat of what happened with Omega Prime. I think they've learned. I think they have learned. They are going to make sure this one comes out perfect. If they don't, Haslab's basically done. Like, you are never going to get anyone to trust a Haslab Transformer again. But no, this looks exciting. I'm looking forward to this a lot. All right, let's take a look at some of the in-hand photos we got for some toys this week. Not too many of them, but a few noteworthy ones. For instance, Flatline, the retool of our new Armada Red Alert, which I see warming shelves all around town, and it shouldn't, because that's a really, really good toy. My concern for Flatline is that he is a next to nothing character as far as Transformers goes. Yes, he's cool in IDW, but he's also not very, like, busy in the overall story. It's really just a character they just pulled out of obscurity, just like randomly pulled, just so they had something they could retool and repaint Red Alert into. You know what? I get it. It's cool that they're doing weird characters like this. This is the kind of, like, forced in retool that kind of reminds me of, like, the Universe 2.0 days, where, like, you could throw any character into any mold, call it an homage, and just call it a day. And it does look cool, don't get me wrong. I mean, black and red, I mean, it's my branding, right? So obviously, like, it looks good. Are we, like, losing steam on this one. Because yes, it is a cool looking figure, but like I remember when this first got shown off, a lot of people were buzzing because it did look so cool. But I don't really hear anyone talking about it now. Now, to be fair, I'm not in forums, I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I don't know how active the talk about this toy is. But from the circles I'm in, it's like we got excited and then we just kind of went, okay, and what else? I just feel like we just kind of forgot about this one. Like, it just feels like an afterthought now. And I'm staring at it and going like, I really don't care about the character of Flatline. It's a cool concept, but I really don't care about him. So why do I have this pre-order? So like, I'm staring at that going like, I probably really don't need this. This is probably one of those toys I would open up, mess with once, put in a bin and call it an existence. I don't want that to happen. I'm trying to minimize that from happening anymore. So I'm probably not going to keep my pre-order on this one, honestly. It looks really, really cool. I just don't have any attachment to it. And I feel like after that initial like shock of how cool it looked wore off, that a lot of other people happen to do that the same way. Also, with Red Alert peg warming, shelf warming, I can't imagine this one does any better. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it will sell well just because it looks really cool. So TFW got their hands on an early release of the Megatron armor Skeletor and the Bumblebee armor Man-at-Arms. So I believe Mattel just sent over the figures for them to take a look at and give us a really good breakdown and leader gallery of them. Now, I will admit, this is the kind of silly and stupid that I'm kind of into. Yeah, removable parts. Yeah, a lot of the armor is removable, which I think kind of weakens it, honestly. Yes, we see the packaging. The packaging looks cool. We gotta go look at that. Oh, we've got a pack-in comic as well. It is a proper He-Man toy. Okay, that looks way cooler than the actual toy. That Skeletor looks way cooler than the actual toy. Oh, he's doing the 86 Megatron pose. He's doing the such heroic nonsense pose. Okay. He-Man with the Optimus Prime armor, that works. Okay, that works. Ooh. Scareglow as Starscream. Okay, I didn't expect to get like a Wave 2 tease out of this too. That's kind of cool. Geez, why Scareglow? It's like not even one of Skeletor's main minions. But yeah, honestly, like this just kind of looks like Man-at-Arms, just slightly different armor. If this was orange without the Autobot symbol, I would be hard pressed to even say like, oh, hey, it's Bumblebee. Like this feels like a little bit light on the homage. I'm not really happy on that. And part of that, like, okay, that helps. But and I was gonna say part of that feel is because like it feels like designs for Bumblebee have been so all over the place over the years that like he's losing some identity. Skeletor, Megatron. This hits the stupid meter a little bit stronger. It's a little bit stronger. Like this is something that like, I'll be honest, a lot of these crossover Masters of the Universe end up on clearance eventually. I could see this ending up on clearance. I would grab this instantly if I saw it on clearance. Like if like this is gonna hit for like $15 at a Target. If they put it on sale for like 10 or below, yeah, I would grab this one because this is the right kind of stupid for me. I like the Energon Mace is also a Havoc staff. We just have a lot of goat heads here. Oh, it's on his sword too. We have a lot of goat heads. We have a lot of goat heads. So it's a cool little crossover. I think I like if that comic book really did just show us what Wave 2 is going to be, I think I'd be more into that wave, honestly. We have updates in the activate your alt mode fan vote. So, 2 Autobots faced off, 2 Decepticons faced off, the winners faced off. The winner of those overall votes was Shockwave. We are currently in the category of alt mode: land, air, sea, or wild card, which would be devices like, your like your boombox or tape recorder or blaster, weapon, etc. Now, I'm begging you, and also, hang on, I have something for this, because it was announced what the vehicle mode possibilities would be should we actually vote for one of these. So if C wins, the options are going to be speedboat, submarine, creature, or hovercraft. So beast modes are a potential. We could have a shockwave squid if we, potentially. All 4 of them have creature as listed. But land also has truck, train, and supercar. Air has jet, helicopter, or airship. Shockwave is like a Final Fantasy style, like steampunk airship, would be kind of sick. And then wildcard is weapon, starfighter, or device. If you people vote for Shockwave to get a new toy that's a weapon because you think it's going to make them do a gun mode Shockwave, you're an idiot. Don't do that. You are going to ruin one of the most adventurous things Hasbro has done in a long, long time. Do not screw this up and just try to get them to do a gun mode Shockwave. If they haven't done it yet, they aren't going to do it because you voted for it. If he does become a weapon, he will become like a laser cannon, or he'll become, a sword almost. Like, they're not going to do anything wild and crazy. If you choose weapon, we're going to get Energon Shock Blast. I guarantee you we're going to get Energon Shock Blast as the winner. Don't try to force their hand with this. It won't be forced. We'll just lose a really cool opportunity. Okay, so there's my PSA. I'm going to vote C because we never get enough aquatic vehicles in Transformers. And I'm hoping that's the way that the vote goes. Now, let's talk a little bit of animation. Cyberworld has episode 5 up and available on YouTube right now. Kind of simple story. I will say it introduces Mirage, not in a way I expected, but it does introduce Mirage. So that's a little bit of development. And I'm actually a little bit curious to see where the story's going in this. But again, it's just cute little inoffensive, 5-minute cartoon. More interesting, footage of Nezha Transformers out of China has actually been discovered, fully dubbed and everything, dubbed in Mandarin, don't get me wrong. But for the first time, we can actually see the animation of the series that still has yet to debut. We keep hearing that it's a thing. We keep hearing that it's coming out. We have yet to see it. There's Transformers over the Great Wall of China. Weird visuals. It's so weird to see new animation for the 2015 models. Not 2015. No, this is Cyberverse. Cyberverse, the 2019 models. Either way, this is weird. This is so weird to see. It's not fair. This show has been in development for an eternity, and frankly, I think it's going to turn out to be a better constructed, better looking cartoon than what we're getting from Cyberworld. Yeah, but it's really just like a 10-minute bit of animation. Basically just proves that this is a real thing. Still no word on when it's coming out or if anyone in the West will ever be able to see it. We do have an update on Michael Bay. Another source is also reporting that Bay is returning to the franchise and that scripts for the next movies will be reviewed shortly. Yay. Yay. But this goes along with the story that Paramount is planning to put a priority on Transformer films, which is interesting considering, the last few that they've done have all bombed. So the quote was Ellison, who said he intends to make movies exclusively for theaters. So don't announce them for digital platforms like 2 months later. Incentivize going to a theater. Superman. Now has full control over a number of film franchises he already worked on at Skydance. Many of them have been dormant on the big screen for years, Star Trek, G.I. Joe, or have had trouble finding their footing in recent years. Terminator, Transformers. Terminator struggles because they really only had one idea in a franchise that really just does the same thing every single movie with dumber and dumber twists. Transformers just repeats the same formula every single time, and it makes them so fast there's no time to miss them and want another one. But Transformers is one of the films they name-checked when they announced that they wanted to do 15 films a year, so we're probably going to get a bunch more Transformer movies. Obviously we are, but if they're bringing back Michael Bay, they're probably going to blame the lack of success in recent movies on the lack of Michael Bay, and I think that's a massive mistake, and I don't think they're going to correct the actual issue behind them. We'll see. When they start marketing the movie terribly, we'll see. Okay, Small Rig has announced a collaboration with Transformers, they are a company producing cameras and peripherals for cameras, which you can now get with a lot of Bumblebee coded stuff. So lots and lots of Transformer branded, Bumblebee branded yellow and black extras and accoutrements for all of your video recording equipment. No, I will not be doing this. I will not be buying all of this. I don't need Bumblebee hoarding all of my space for all of my camera mounts and tripods, etc. I've already got all of this stuff. I don't need to buy a whole new brand just to put a Transformer logo on it. I'd sooner put stickers on my little like boom mic arm over here. Yolo Park is now officially showing off their Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime AMK Pro Series figure. So if you have not experienced one of these, it's basically a simplified model kit, but you can see they've done a lot of interesting things. So you build an entire frame, you put all the armor on top of that, and then you get like a fully rendered, very detailed, very high quality figure. We've talked about Yolo Park in the past on this channel. We've done collaborations with them. I am happy to say we will be doing more collaborations. So for the Bayverse fans out there, look forward to this. You're going to see this Megatron reviewed sometime this week. I'm going to leave that in because that was stupid. Everyone deserves to laugh, even if it is at my stupid expense. But yeah, basically, it's just enough building to make it feel like you built it yourself, but a lot of the construction's already been done. The painting's already been done for you, too. Look at how well detailed and painted this thing is. This is ridiculous. And that's kind of how Yolo Park does things. And I'm like super looking forward to digging into the Megatron over there because we've seen the photos. We've seen the photos on this news roundup before. It's an incredible looking figure. And you can see they go all out with the accessories too. It's everything you could want on your movie Prime. Very, very cool stuff. Very, very nice looking figure. Not to be outdone, Blockies also put out some new offerings. This is the Dark of the Moon Jetwing Optimus Prime kit that they are putting out. This thunder rolls over my head. Yep. It's the 07 movie design, complete with all of the weaponry he had in Dark of the Moon, the wing pack, the cannons, everything that was hidden inside his trailer. Looking really, really cool. Blockies does do some really solid stuff, and they do it at affordable prices, which is the nice thing as well. And this looks like it's going to be a really nice way of getting a hold of this design and having it on display without having to break the bank on any of the old Studio Series figures, or like going back and getting the Revenge of the Fallen mold. Yeah, if you just really like the Jetwing design, great option for you. And then they're doing something I never expected. They're doing the 13 Primes from Transformers 1 with Megatronus Prime. It's super weird. Like, we never got a good look at these guys in the movie. So, like, these renders of the model kit here This is the most we've really seen of Megatronus's design, which is weird to think about. Does look really, really cool. I am very much looking forward to this one, and if they end up doing all 13, that would be madness. But Blockies is kind of crazy like that, so it is not impossible. And Blockies does have one more thing for us to round off the news roundup this week. Bear. Optimus Prime the Bear. This is actually a crossover with a franchise called Line Friends, which started off as a sticker set for a messaging app called Line. But these are gifts more commonly seen if you're sending cutesy gifts to your significant other on text messages. Yeah, these are just they're just cute little characters. You can see a bunch of others from their cast there as minifigures that come with it. Now there's 999 of these Brown Bear. Literally, his name is Brown Bear. And then only 99 of them are going to be in this pink color. So you have a very, very slim chance of getting a hold of one of those. Just for the people who just want it like pink pastel. Now, for me, it's about the pair, Brown and Coney, because I've gotten me and my girlfriend so many like Brown and Coney things. So if they do Coney, then I would be down for this, but I have to know they're going to do the pair. I don't just want the one. I need the pair, so she can have one, I can have one. And that is going to do it for our news roundup for the week. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I will see you for another week's worth of content as we start closing in on the 4-year mark of daily content, which is insanity to me. Thank you, everyone. I will see you next time. Hello, everyone. I am Astral Agent Magnetar, a tokusatsu VTuber, and I am streaming 4 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons, and a special late night one on late Friday/early Saturday. So come watch, come hang out, and let's make an impact together.